in just a moment. Quick catch up of why we're a bit delayed on this. We had a few problems last week trying to get this set up for part two, so we had to delay it to this week instead. So apologies for that. So let's just get straight into this build. Put yourself on mute, and when you're done, give us a shout. So I'm now on mute. He can't hear me. I can't hear him. So let's continue with where we left off last time. So last time I built this little beach thing, bit of a road here. Then we've got the hotel itself. So last time I was working on the ceiling and getting the lights done and all that stuff. Very weird light pattern for what I'm going for. So I'm going to go with some normal. Now, usually sea lanterns are brighter, but because I'm kind of going with almost like an old schoolish look, I'm kind of going to give it like glowstone rather than sea lantern. I feel like it's got like a better look to it if I did it that way around rather than anything else. So I'm just gonna get these lights down, and then we're good to roll with the rest of the filming. There's been a bit of a change to remote play on Xbox recently. It got removed from the Xbox app, so this is now running through Google Chrome. So that should hopefully stop the whole glitching problem that you've been seeing in quite a few episodes of the Build Battle series. So I hope this has got it all fixed and it shouldn't be a problem ever again now. Yeah, it's it's kind of different now. It's had a bit of a change up. I hope the Wi-Fi doesn't go off, because if that goes off, then it might cause a bit of a problem. But yeah, like when it was on the Xbox app, it was playing up, it was being weird, and it just wasn't working as it should have done in the first place. That's why they've probably removed it from the Xbox app itself. I thought I'd mention that for anyone that is interested. It's now online on the official Xbox website. If you're doing like remote play. So I thought I'd mention that because I noticed it the other day. Because I was playing on Forza Horizon 4 earlier on, like last week, just to add in some stock footage for a project I'm doing at college. I was doing a little bit of a car exterior sequence, and the car exterior bit was supposed to be me just driving around. And the only game that's set in the UK when it comes to driving that I could think of that was like free willingly. My first thought was literally just run straight to Forza Horizon 4, because that's obviously set in Scotland, which is still part of the UK anyway. So yeah, literally I just got a shot of me just driving along the M62 in Forza Horizon 4 in a freaking Kia car. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I've got most of my college project now complete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the floor. Now you'll be able to hopefully see me now build the entire thing. I had to like cut it off and do all the other bits behind the scenes, otherwise it would have been all really, really badly glitchy and terrible, and it kept on getting disconnected and all that sort of stuff. So now you'll be able to see me actually build it from start to finish, which I'm hoping to do now in future episodes of the Build Battle series, because we've had like a few episodes missed, but obviously Reese has done it on his side of things because he films it through his iPad. Obviously he doesn't have like the Xbox Remote Play or a screen recording app. I use the screen recording app, like screen records it. So yeah, it's that. So I'm doing in here now the floor. near the entrance lobby. This is the entrance lobby floor that I'm working on right now. It looks all dirtied up. It's not going to be dirty for long. Not one bit. It's just going to be a nice, chillingly good oak hotel. So this is hotel part 2. We had to split this into parts because we had to go somewhere in the first part, like midway through build. And usually we tend to build it all in one go, which is how it's usually been run throughout the history of this show. If you know, you know. If you've been watching Build Battle, we usually all build it all in one go, and then once it's done, it's done. Once it's built, it's built. That's how it's been running ever since this series started. Originally, we had it all against the clock, but having it against the clock, like, we didn't get it all finished in time, and we kind of went a bit overbound, so we thought, obviously in discussion, we'd cut the clock off, and remove the timer, and doing it against a timing. Instead, we just build it from start to finish, and once we're finished, we just tell each other that we're finished. That's how it's been running now for the past few episodes. So there has been a lot of changes that has happened to Build Battle since we do it. So like what we might do and what we tend to do behind the scenes is we tend to show each other. I know it's kind of cheating a little bit if you can't class it, but I don't. I feel like it's an interesting idea to sort of like have a bit of an insight that sometimes behind the scenes we tend to like have a look at each other's builds like before we even move to the next builds. Like we might look, if we've split it into parts, we might look at what we've built already prior. There's like a bit of feedback and like sort of look into what we've done already, and then obviously whatever we can improve on in the next episode, we'll do it. So that's kind of like an interesting idea that we had our own little bits of feedback to our own builds. I feel like it's done a bit of impressive change as of recently, that is. So yeah, it's different each day how we build and how we do the game. It's definitely changed a lot since we first started the Build Battle series. Definitely a lot of changes have been made to Build Battle since then, and yeah, I mean, I know not every single space in this room is like full and stuff, but like, yeah, there's a lot of things that have changed behind the scenes. Like we look at each other's builds sometimes and stuff, but I feel like it's kind of a good idea that we give ourselves our own little bits of feedback and just look at what we've built. And of course, we're gonna be trying to find new ways to do the scoreboard as well. We are thinking of doing like a new scoreboard system. I'm thinking I might add in a new score system, because usually we just stack up in blocks, but I feel like that's just going to be awkward to do because it just goes on forever and you just have to stack them up one by one, and it kind of gets annoying after a while. So I feel like there's definitely something that we've got to get done that will change that pattern in the next time we build and stuff. So we've got some of the rooms done now, we've got them all floored up, and that's that. I'm just talking a whole bunch of rubbish about like how we've done stuff behind the scenes and stuff. But it's nice to actually hear what we do behind the scenes as well, like when we set up. But we usually like behind the scenes also talk about what we want to do next in our build. So I'm thinking here we're gonna have the actual lobby desk over here, and I'm gonna do all this like this. And what we'll do is I'm gonna get some oak slabs I'm going to just get some oak slabs. Because then it looks like an actual counter compared to what you'd see prior. That's the little lobby desk. We've got a room there, a room there, and a room there. It's only a 3-roomed hotel. Like usually hotels are much bigger than this, but like we've not got a lot of scale when it comes to our actual building ground, because our building ground size is a 30 by 30 building ground, and this is literally covering nearly the entire building ground over here. So yeah, it's sometimes quite hard to build something on a big scale. If the ground was much bigger, yeah, I would have had at least more than 3 rooms, but at least we've got some rooms in there for the hotel, so that's that. He's going to probably build something crazier than I am over there. Obviously, I can't see what he's building, obviously, because I'm just got a wall there that blocks it off. So when it comes to the actual filming thing, we're not allowed to see what we're building behind these walls. We're allowed to look like off cam, like behind the scenes. Yeah, we allow ourselves to look at what we've built, and we always take like, because we kind of take it as like inspiration sometimes as well. So like there's all sorts going on, and we also kind of look at our previous builds sometimes as well. 'Cause I feel like it's like definitely something we've never done before in the history, and I feel like it's definitely good. We kind of just look back at some of our older builds as well, so we can improve it. So into the hotel's rooms we go. So by the here, they're not going to have much in here. It is a bit of a shame that they're not going to get as much as you'd think, because there's not really much to it. Sadly, it is a shame, but you know, you can't really do much about it, unfortunately. Yeah, we just get what we need and what we need to do. So I'm going to get all the decor in. I'm just going to plop all the beds down, and then I'll actually shape the entire rooms themselves. I did get quite a large chunk of what we built last episode done, so which is why there's not really much to get finished in this episode. Usually there'll be a lot more to get done, especially if you have got a super short one. I feel like they're going to be red beds. I feel like just red, basic, standard default bed. This one's going to be a 2. I'm going to do like a little thing here, like a little table thing here. Now you might be asking, oh, do they get a bathroom or something? Yeah, they will be getting a bathroom area sort of thing. Just, I think that's going to be down here. I think that's going to be down here somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing. Usually, yeah, hotels do get bathrooms and stuff, so I'm just going to mess around with things a little bit, I guess. So yeah, I'm just going to mess around and figure it out. So quarter stairs. So you'll see where I'm digging holes down here, but it doesn't really matter because it will sort it out later. There we go. That's the toilet. So that's going to be the toilet. So they are going to get a little bathroom area in the room. I feel like I'm going to block it off as well, so like the cats see it from like the bedroom side of things, maybe. This is not a big hotel, obviously. Like I said, we don't really get much space in our battlegrounds together because we only build it 30 by 30. And if you're doing something on a pretty big scale, you don't really get much room. So we have to think like very carefully about what we're gonna build, how we're gonna build it, and stuff. So yeah, let's just get a little thing here. I'm gonna also do like a little. It's not much, but I feel like it will do. Just grab some blocks of quartz here. There's a smooth quartz block, and this is just going to be the shower zone here. That's like our little showery thing, I guess. It's nothing very luxury, I know. So I'm probably going to lose the vote on this. Watch, I'm just going to lose the vote. Yeah. I'm going to need some water. And the buckets of water are quite easy to find because they're like pretty aligned. Like if I was doing this multiplayer on this, that's one thing I don't like about Minecraft is the multiplayer mode. Only because it's like so small. Well, that's the bathtub. It's not really much. I understand. Well, it's not a lot, but it's something. It's there. That's the room that they get. I'll just put like a little block or something. But like each room, it's not like a very big space anyway. Sadly, there's not really much room to build much in here. Like I said, it's only very limited space, so I have to be very careful about what I'm building and stuff. Yeah, which is a bit different than what we usually do. Like this one's a bit of a bigger space. It's like here is where I'm going to put the toilet. I'm going to put the toilet down here against this wall. And I'm going to put the little bathtub over here. Again, similar size. There's not really much to it. Like I said, it's quite a busy room. I'm just kind of like more focused on like spacing and stuff compared to anything else. You've got like the beds there. I'm gonna have like a little. I feel like there's enough room there for like a little desk. Usually they'd have like a little wardrobe-y thing, but like there's not really much. Like there is actually like packs and stuff we can get, but they're dead expensive. And obviously this is actually from Reese's server itself, so it'll be Reese that pays for the game pack. Because this is obviously build battle is actually done and held under Reese's Xbox account, not mine. So I don't have any control over what he does. So if he wants to like add like extra decor and stuff, he'd have to buy it because it's his account. So if anyone wonders like why can't I do something, then yeah, this is like just like a storage facility thing. I think that's just gonna be like for storage. We've got 2 bedrooms. That'll do. I'm pretty much done with my builds there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant maybe a tree or 2 over here. Another thing I'm thinking of building, because I think it's gonna be kind of fun, is just some like chairs. These are like gonna be like your sun lounging chairs. So you get like sun loungers on the beach and stuff. I feel like that's kind of gonna be cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So we've got enough like sun lounges on the beach and stuff, and like I could add some like parasols or like use some of the trees and stuff. We don't have anything that like represents a pine tree, unfortunately. I wish we did have something that kind of represented like a pine tree, but we don't. I wish we did, but yeah, we don't. I'm just gonna plant some grass there. And this is just for like decor. I'm gonna add a tree there. So I'm gonna do a sapling there. I think the closest thing to it would be probably the jungle tree. I feel like it's the closest thing we can get because that's quite tall. So we need some bone meal so I can let it grow as well. There. That's like the closest thing you can get to like a pine tree. That's like the closest thing you can ever get to it. So I guess you've got something there to live for. I don't know if the leaves are supposed to fall off unless that's a new animation. It might be. I haven't played on this game for a while, so I guess it's going to be a gap here. So 1, 2, that was there. I'm going to add another tree there. So we've got a bit of shade. I guess it's something. I feel like it's kind of cool. I know it's like supposed to like be a seaside-y sort of thing. I might put some like pine trees in the front here as well, by the side of the road. Usually they kind of be like grass parts and stuff. I think I'm going to put like a pine tree there as well. I've just got to be careful about where I'm putting things as well, because like obviously I've kept a little bit of distance down the side here because I don't want to like burn the building down. And stuff I could have added like an extra bit of length there, but I've obviously got to keep it careful. I've got to try and keep my distance from the wall so it doesn't burn the building. I don't want my building to burn. I feel like that's a little too close, maybe. So I'm kind of gonna move the shaping a little bit there. This is gonna be a weird shaped tree, I guess. A bit of grass around there as well. I guess it works. I mean, to make it more believable, I could put some like fish in here. I'm just gonna do like some tropical fish. I guess it works. It fits the theme, I guess. We'll just get some spawn eggs. I do not get why they've done this. This is kind of a weird thing they've done. Like, it's quite a add a few fish to it. Makes it look like it's more like an ocean sort of thing. We've got a few fish swimming around. I feel like that's going to be an interesting one to add into the production. I think pretty much my hotel's complete. I had to just move that a little bit because it kind of looked off. There's not really much you can really do. But I think that's pretty much done. I'm done. So I'm going to tell Reese I'm done. Building. I'm done. I've finished. So he knows. So I can just talk about whatever I want now while I wait for him to do his thing. Because I have to burn them all at exactly the same time. So when he's done, he'll tell me. I've just told him that I'm done, so there's not really much else I can really add to my build, so that's my hotel. All its beauty. I'm trying to angle it so I can't see Reese's build when I'm zooming out to look around. So you get to at least look at the build itself. So yeah, that's my build. Actually, I might just add a few little finishing touches maybe to the ocean. That's not really much to do. All I should do is just get some bit of this in at the bottom. Spread that around in places. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Hmm. Okay. You can do that. I feel like it's going to be. Yeah, while we wait. And did. So while we wait, I'm thinking we should re-theme our scoreboard a little bit. No, it's just gonna. I know, because all we do is just literally just stack up our blocks, but then do really much, does it? Hmm. Because that's what we're thinking, like what we're gonna do once we reach the top. That could be our final battle. Build the world's biggest trophy you've ever seen. And I'm just dancing on the roof. That has to do it. That's my dance move. And I bet I could just do a bit of fishing by my very tiny ocean. I've only done one. Well, you're easily gonna win then. It's almost done. I'm still. Next, quickly add in the decor to the final bedroom. Bathroom. Screw. I think maybe I could add some kind of cool, I guess. Add some of that. I'm just adding some extra bits of decorating. do. It's the painting, I guess. I just need to put in the cash register. Cash register is just made out of stairs. Make it look sweat. Fresh and cool, I guess. Probably the creepiest hotel anyone would ever want to visit. Yes. No. This is very tiny. Yes, he did. Mm. In fact, while we wait, I will be opening up the comments to this episode so that if anyone has any potential suggestions for what we could build next, then you can tell us all in the comments, because Reese and I are literally running out of ideas. And fast. We've built like nearly everything we could possibly think of. But if you... what I'm going to do is like try go back through the history of our builds while I wait. So we've done bus stations, we've done abandoned theme parks and entertainment places. We've actually done like a fun fair sort of thing. We've done... what else have we done? Oh, great. My apologies. I was just literally, I just have to, spawning back in now. My apologies about that, as we were just looking around the world. Right, so where were we? These posh mansions. I think this was the mansions, right? Yeah. Got the mansions. We've got this thing. think like abandoned villages that Reese has done. We'll burn the wall in just a moment. I'm just looking back at some of our previous builds that we've done. We've done a shop. We've done houses, restaurants, all sorts already. So I'm just gonna head back to the ground. Just have a quick look around, and we'll burn them all down. Let's see what's that? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not even there. I've just been looking around at our previous builds. Okay, now I can. Good. I need my. Just be very careful. And there we have it. We've got the hotels finally revealed. Mine's only quite small. You, easily. Might as well just put your points on the scoreboard already. No need to vote for this week. We'll keep the votes up anyway. Oh, a bit of fire's just... Oh dear. Well, there we've seen it. Our hotels. Well, I've not really put much to it, but there's a tiny little beach thing. I've added a few sun lounges to my beach as well, some pine trees around. Inside, you've got like an entrance lobby, a few paintings, and there's 3 bedrooms. At the moment. Terrace. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. That's down. For the vote. The vote is open, and you have up until where we're building again. So yeah, Reese is going away on holiday, and we'll be seeing each other anyway on the 30th of May. Not sure when we're next going to do our build battle, but I'd say we've got quite a while to vote. Podium and do the outro. But before we do the outro, I'm just going to remind everyone of how many points we've got each so far. Reese, I'm going to start with you first. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, jeez, I've lost count. Fell off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So I'm just one behind. I need 1 point to get in track till we're tied. So get voting out there. The vote will be up very shortly. See you all in the next video. I'm just gonna float randomly. Bye.